Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And before we get started with this week's news, if you guys have been following the whole leak saga that's been going on, basically there was some storage lockers that belonged to Tom Zutaut, who at one point was working on Chinese Democracy. He apparently left a bunch of tapes in those storage lockers. They were sold to some fans, and now some other fans got their hands on these songs. And there's apparently, I think, 15 CDs worth of material. Not all of them are songs. I think about 50 or so songs have vocals. The rest are just like instrumental tracks, multiple takes. So somebody, if you guys have ever seen that World War II movie Downfall about Hitler's defeat, somebody took that pivotal scene that's been remade so many times and basically made it so that Axl is like Hitler and made him find out that his tapes are going to be leaked soon. And it's pretty funny, so I've linked to it down below if you guys want to go check it out. But let's get started with today's news. So the big news is that Slash confirmed that Guns N' Roses are coming out with, wait for it, a new pinball machine. So Slash was being interviewed by San Francisco Weekly, and the article stated the following. Overall, chatting with Slash is a surprisingly low-key affair. For a man who once famously hit a mountain lion cub in his room at the Four Seasons, he's remarkably reflective and thoughtful in conversation. Asked if he's seen Leaving Neverland, a recent HBO documentary that focuses on two men who allege that Michael Jackson abused them as children, the pop singer's one-time collaborator concedes that he is not, but sounds genuine when he adds he plans to soon. His tone gets excited when he talks about a forthcoming GNR pinball machine, saying nothing has ever come out like it, but sits at an even keel when discussing the circumstances that led him to get sober in 2006, saying, "I had so many near misses and that just didn't seem to faze me. It came to a head for me after a pretty tumultuous 2005 with Velvet Revolver. I was just falling down that black abyss again, and I was like, I can't get high anymore. This just doesn't work. So I finally put myself in a facility for like a month and got my head together, and I haven't done it since. I haven't had the urge to do it since, and luckily for fans, it's an urge to make music that survived alongside the man himself. As you know," he adds, "I didn't go anywhere, and it doesn't look like I'm going to." So there was another article that was published pretty recently that I put up on GNR Central before Slash gave his interview that pointed to some more rumors that a new GNR pinball machine was going to be coming out. So there's a Twitter account called Pinball Press, and they posted a couple different tweets in early July saying, wondering why so many GNR pinball machines are hitting the market, referring to the 1994 pinball machine they did. They put, "P.S. We know exactly why." They said that Jersey Jack Pinball is developing the new GNR pinball machine, and they said it's coming out later this year. They said not much at this stage, but JJP will aim to unveil it in December, shipping early January 2020. They will throw everything at it, so it'll be a ripper. So this story came out in early July. So Guns N' Roses and Metallica apparently made a ridiculous amount of money. So according to Forbes' 2019 World's Highest Paid Celebrities list, both bands failed to make the list in 2018, but they are back this year. Guns N' Roses came in at number 71 with $44 million in earnings, with Metallica at number 30 with $68.5 million. They share the list with celebrities from other areas, including athletes, actors, and even Kylie Jenner. Yes, Kylie Jenner. So Metallica recently deemed one of the top earning touring artists for November of 2018 to May of 2019, according to Polestar, along with Kiss and Disturbed. GNR didn't make the list, most likely because they only played a handful of shows at the end of 2018, and their Not in This Lifetime tour is currently thought to be the second highest grossing tour of all time, bringing in about $563 million. With more shows scheduled this fall for Guns N' Roses and Metallica right now out on tour, expect them to rake in even more money this year. Turning now to some non-GNR news, Motley Crue singer Vince Neil was ordered to pay his former lawyers $170,000 after a dispute over legal fees. So the Blast reported that a Las Vegas judge had ruled against Neil after Howard & Howard filed a lawsuit claiming he owed them $187,364.01. And the action was a result of the attorney's work on a legal case stemming from an alleged assault in 2016. Now, Neil claimed that he had been charged too much for their services because, as he put it, he was famous. And in his filing, he said that many of the charges in the billing are questionable at best. He cited a charge of $1,784 for a letter that took little more than 4 hours to write, and argued the pricing had been based upon his status as a celebrity. He added that he maintains a celebrity status as a successful rock and roll entertainer. Meanwhile, the law firm claimed that it continued working on Neil's civil suit, even though he had stopped paying its bills until the total reached $190,000. Finding in the firm's favor, the federal judge ordered Neil to pay $148,962.50 for unpaid fees and an additional $21,207.06 in court costs, totaling about $170,000. So the legal action in question resulted from an incident in April of 2016 when Neil was alleged to have pulled a fan by the hair after she approached him. Actor Nicolas Cage was also involved in the tussle, apparently trying to calm Neil down and telling him to stop this shit now. Neil was later fined $1,000 and spent 6 months on probation after pleading guilty to misdemeanor battery.